hello, everybody. It is Larry the GM, and it is one of my favorite times of the year. It is college football season, and my Longhorns, as we discussed yesterday, are headed to what I believe is going to be a really good season. You'll see that in the predictions here. Today, we're going to spread our focus out. We're not going to just look at the Longhorn season. We're going to look at everybody in the NCAA FBS level. I will give you in this article the a predicted record for every team in the FBS. Just go to your conference, find your team, and it is there. So go check that out now. But what we're going to really focus on as we go through this article is we're really going to focus on the big bowls and who's going to be there, who's going to win those games, and who will be the national champion. All right, so guys, here we go. Let's go through. This will be the last year of this format. And so just to tell you a little bit of how I got to the records I did and everything, I looked at the CBS. CBS ranks the teams 1 through 133. I give you the link there. And I also went to the Vegas Insider win total. Vegas Insider conglomerates several of the different casinos in Vegas and what they have as their win totals for the teams. I used those two data points and put a little bit of Larry the GM judgment in there, and then created it. Let me change the crawl because it is football season. We want to talk. We want to talk Longhorns and we want to talk NCAA. So here we go. We're going to talk Longhorns. We're going to talk NCAA. And what I will say though, before we get too much further, please like the video. Go to YouTube, like the video on the Larry the GM YouTube channel. Subscribe to that channel while you're there. Go to the LarryTheGM.com website. Subscribe to the website there. And if you really are wanting to do the website a great service, subscribe to the Patreon channel, Patreon group, and the link on the website. You can find the links at the public page and in just about every one of the articles. All right, so enough of the advertisements, Larry. Let's get into what I believe are going to be the New Year Six. All right, so if you read the Longhorn article yesterday, I believe the Longhorns are going to go 10-2. That'll keep them out of the the college football playoff, but it will put them in a Cotton Bowl Classic. So they will go from playing in the Cotton Bowl at the Big 12 championship game to coming back a month later or 4 weeks later and playing again on December 29th for the Cotton Bowl Classic. They, I believe, will be playing LSU. Much was okay. So we got the team that my father, myself, and my daughter, the Texas Longhorns, all attended, and huge Texas Longhorn fans. And then we're going to have the team that my son attended at LSU, and he's a huge LSU Tiger fan, and we love our LSU Tigers as well because they took such good care of them. But here we go. That's going to be the classic in the Larry the GM house if we can have those two playing each other on December 29th in the Cotton Bowl. Now you may be saying, Larry, why are you sending the Longhorns to the Cotton Bowl? Shouldn't they go to the Sugar Bowl? That's where the winner of the Big 12 goes. Well, not this season. This year, the winner, the Sugar Bowl, is going to be one of the semifinals, and they will be busy with that, and therefore, two at-large teams go to the Cotton Bowl, and I think we're going to have LSU and Texas there. In the Peach Bowl, I have got Alabama, who will be feisty and not happy that they got knocked out of not in the college football playoff as well. They will be blowing out Tulane. By the way, I do have LSU beating my Longhorns, and that's in the Longhorn article. But in the Peach Bowl, I have Alabama blowing out Tulane. I've got Michigan blowing out Florida State in the Orange Bowl. And you may say, Michigan's not going to the playoff. I don't think so. I think they will lose twice to Ohio State and not be in the Orange Bowl. Fiesta Bowl, I have Washington and Penn State in a classic matchup. And going to be a good one to see, and that'll get us start kicked off on January 1st. That'll be followed by the Rose Bowl, which will be the first of the semifinals game. And you will see that I've got Ohio State with a classic game against Clemson in the first semifinal. I think Ohio State will beat Clemson. And in the Sugar Bowl, Georgia, the number one team, I believe will be ranked. The team that I believe will be ranked number one will take out USC, who will get the number 4 seed, and there will be lots of controversy of that number 4 seed for USC versus Michigan and versus Alabama. But that's what I expect will happen. And I think Georgia will pound USC in the Sugar Bowl and validate everybody that was upset that USC was even there. Then in one of the greatest rematches or in college football playoff games, we will have Georgia Ohio State. Sounds familiar, and I think Georgia will win and three-peat. So there you go. That's what I think the season will have. And just so people in Texas are remembering this, that college football national championship game will be in Houston, Texas on January 8th, 2024. So make plans accordingly. So here we go. And that's mine. And I would ask you folks to jump on the Texas season preview as well. Let's talk a little bit about some of the other teams, just because I know they love talking about my Longhorns. So I will take a moment to talk about the some of you folks will enjoy the Texas A&M Aggies in Oklahoma. They will be matching twin disappointing seasons. I don't know. Maybe it's not disappointing because it's below what they are predicted to do. But I think they'll both finish what is going to be their standard 8-4, and they're going to watch the Longhorns go play on New Year's. Well, in the New Year's Six Bowl, it won't be on New Year's Day, but it'll be on the 29th in the Cotton Bowl and a New Year's Six bowl game. Recruiting is going to suck for both of those teams when they watch the Longhorns start to dominate. Somebody asked me kind of snarkily, are the Longhorns back? Well, yeah, I do think the Longhorns are back. And I realize, oh no, we're good. Yes, the Longhorns are back, and that's just so don't be too salty with me, guys. That's just the Longhorn fan in me talking about my big rivals. You know I love you. You know I love you, and I know that you love the Longhorns. So that's my fun look at the 2023 season. Again, you want to know where I think your team will finish? It's all in this table here. Go to the article, check it out, and you will see where I think your team will finish. And you may not like it, but Larry the GM tries to tell you the truth, even when it's not popular. Well, guys, hopefully you liked the video. If you haven't liked the video before you leave, please do. Please subscribe to the channel. Please go to the website, subscribe to the website on the public page, and while you're there, click on the link for the Patreon page and sign up for our Patreon group and help the website grow and help us promote it even more. Thanks, guys. Have a good day. And as always, hook 'em horns. Thanks. Bye-bye.